1-2 promotion relegation day. Today we have the second match between Worcester Futsal and Southampton Aztecs. If you've just joined us, we just had the University of Liverpool winning 6-4 over Bloomsbury Futsal, but we're about to get underway here in the second match of the day, and we'll start with the Worcester side. Starting five: Amy Wathen, Holly Rogers, Sammy Hallsworth, Kerry Walklett and Jade Grove. And the substitutions are Laura Dodwell and Fionn James. And it's Luciana Silva in charge from the side. Over to the Southampton side. And the starting five, we have Elizabeth Stanley in goal, Rebecca Moody, Kaylee Tonks, Rebecca Tonks, the sisters who have had an outstanding season, and Catherine Heath. And then as on the subs, it's Nicola Curtis, Rebecca High, and coach William Wilson. So that's how the two teams will line up. Just going through their final preparations before we get underway. It's been a great day of futsal. It's a big day for futsal in the United Kingdom. We're here in Derby with some tight relegation playoff matches, really important games. Just down the road in Worcester, we've seen already today the Tier 1 Women's Final, and that was taken out by Birmingham Futsal, who beat Helvetia 4-2 in an absolute humdinger of a game. Helvetia Women's went the whole season unbeaten. They were really the team to beat, hot favourites. And from the outside, I don't think there would have been too many people who predicted the upset, but that's futsal, baby, and Birmingham stepped up and showed absolute desire, and they came out your 2021-22 National Futsal Series champions, and how they must be feeling right now. I mentioned earlier they were without their key player Alicia Miller. I know she was right up there for Golden Boot throughout the season. I'm not quite sure how that finished, but they were missing her, and the girls have just rallied together. Great result for Birmingham. And then it's the men's turn this afternoon, live on BT Sport. I think you've got Michael Skubala calling the game. I believe they're going through the Tier 2 playoff, the Tier 2 final at the moment, which, if I'm right, it's Chelsea Football Foundation versus Loughborough Students. Chelsea Football Foundation took out the Tier 2 men's South competition. Runners up in that competition were Wessex, and they crossed over, and it was the Loughborough Students who have found their way to the final and will take on Chelsea. I think that game might be happening now, and then that'll be followed by the 2021-22 Tier 1 men's final. It's Helvetia again. This time in the men's they'll be taking on Manchester. And that's this afternoon live on BT Sport. I know lots of the futsal community from around the country travelling to Worcester to watch that match live, and thousands more tuning in live on BT Sport. The coverage this year has been outstanding, both with BT Sport and the live stream on the YouTube. Really good reward for a small-sided game. A strong futsal community here in the United Kingdom, and the sport getting the profile it deserves. And it continues here today in Derby, as we have Worcester lining up in the white and Southampton Aztecs lining up in the green. First of all, we'll have some formalities. Everyone going with the fist bump today. It's been a real point of contention post-COVID. You know, pre-COVID everyone was high fives, and then the fist bumps came in, and now you get sort of a mix of fist bumps and high fives, but everyone's gone for the fist bump today. Referees will inspect the goals. As I say, if you just joined us, it was a quality game of futsal earlier today here in Derby between Bloomsbury Futsal and the University of Liverpool. It was Bloomsbury who took the lead before the lead did actually change another 2 or 3 times. It was a tightly contested match, but it was the University of Liverpool who came out on top in the end. 6 goals to 4, and the game really had it all. It was 10 goals, high pressing, structured futsal, some great technique. We saw a red card. Liverpool held on, didn't concede with 3 players, forced to play out the final 6 minutes with no subs. But they showed great character. Now the captains will do the coin toss, and just as they do that, I for the first time have realised that Worcester are today without a goalkeeper, or without a recognised goalkeeper, because I see Kerry Walklett has donned the fly goalkeeper shirt. And actually now I look to their bench, they have another 5 of them lined up, so I wonder if the goalkeeper's unavailable, and we are going to see a lot of people have a turn in goal today for Worcester. So keep an eye on that dynamic and how Luciana manages that. I've only just got to observe Luciana this season, but she definitely seems like a coach with a plan. And I think today is no different, just another challenge to overcome. So we're just about underway here, and it'll be the Aztecs in green to kick off. And we're live, it's direct. Southampton saying, we want to play the game down in your half. It's Southampton in possession, keeping the ball well, trying to find a ball through the middle of the court. Worcester were creeping, but they've obviously got a line that they're trying to press towards. And now it comes away with Worcester. Chance. It was Amy Wathen who broke on the right flank. A shot blocked, and it'll be a Worcester kick in on the near side. Elizabeth Stanley in goal today for Southampton, where their regular goalkeeper was injured a few weeks ago. Good to see the depth in the side. So straight away you can see Worcester, they are without a recognised goalkeeper, so they have decided they're not even going to try to rely on their goalkeeping ability. They're going to play to their strengths, and they've gone fly goalkeeper from the get-go. And now I actually think back to the warm-up I was watching them do. They were practicing fly goalkeeper, playing fly goalkeeper. So it's obviously a problem that they were well aware of. They've prepared for it, and they have a plan that they're trying to execute. Here's Wathen. Walklett. Worcester just trying to keep possession, be patient with the ball. They've got a superior number of court players in the opposition half at the moment. 5v4. Lovely little 1-2. Walklett makes her way back to goal. And now it's Aztecs in possession. And the pass this time from Catherine Heath just goes out of court. So Worcester back into fly goalkeeper. Something to note about when a team does play fly goalkeeper for a whole half, the ball does end up staying in court a lot longer than it normally does, and the clock does seem to get away on you a little bit, so just keep an eye on this half running a bit quicker than you're used to. As the ball fell to Stanley, and it was good technique. Obviously Walklet out of goal, and she's had a shot, but it's gone wide. So what an intriguing match we have here. It's going to be the patience and composure of Worcester versus the speed and counter-attack and directness of Southampton. Worcester have to be clinical, they have to be exact. Any little mistakes can be punished. They can pay the ultimate price with no goalkeeper in goal. Here is Walklet. Now Walklet has to get back. Little misunderstanding there, it's a kick-in for Rebecca Moody on the far side. She too plays her goalkeeper. Southampton in possession, just trying to set up an attack, just being patient. Misunderstanding there between the Tonks sisters. A little bit of friendly debate between the two sisters. Now it's with Worcester. A shot, and again it's a chance for the goalkeeper. Stanley disappointed there. You really get the feeling Elizabeth Stanley is the player you want in goal for Southampton Aztecs today. She's got really good awareness of Walcott being out of goal, great technique, and as soon as she gets an opportunity she's going direct, and I would not be surprised if we see her name on the score sheet at some stage today. There's Watham. Linking up with Rogers on this near side. A little misunderstanding in defence there from Worcester between Rogers and Grove. Here's Tonks. Ball to Tonks. Well defended by Watham. 4.5 minutes gone here in the first half. It's Worcester 0, Southampton 0. Here's Tonks and Tonks. Southampton keeping possession, happy to go backwards to maintain the ball. Now looking to drive. Channel opens up in the middle of the court. Attempt of a three on the line, but it's cut out, and now it falls to the Worcester captain, but she just can't quite keep the ball in play. And it's with Stanley. Here is Grove. Links up with Rogers. Long range strike from Rogers, but it's easy pickings for Elizabeth Stanley. Now it's with Walklet. Here's Rogers. Watham. Back to Rogers, a combination we've seen time and time again this season. Chance here for Tonks. And it's a goal. Well, there you go. It's what we were talking about. Worcester really don't have the luxury of being inaccurate today. They have to be exact. Any little mistake, and it was just a little mistake, not in a dangerous area, but Tonks picked the ball up and was quick to punish them. And that's the opening goal of the match. Southampton take the lead 1-0 here in Derby. Worcester again trying to just stamp their dominance on this match, but they're unable to do so. Southampton really setting quite a high aggressive line, forcing misplaced passes like that one. It's good to watch so far from Southampton. They're not allowing Worcester to take control of this match. Often you'll see when defending fly, a team will sit deep in their own half. Chance here for Tonks. Saved from Walklett. It's Worcester who come away again. You can see there Southampton setting quite a high line. It's higher risk, but if you can do it effectively, you don't allow Worcester to get into shooting range, and that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to get within shooting range. Hallsworth has her shot blocked, but wins a kick in. Here's Walklett. Driving through, trying to create a channel. It's a long range shot, and not really the type of shot you're trying to create with an extra player. I think Amy Wathen just getting a little frustrated from that deep fixo position and opting just to go herself. Tonks' pass is cut out. Seven and a half minutes played here in Derby. Southampton 1, Worcester 0. Here's Southampton building a lovely ball to the back post to Tonks. It's Tonks with the kick in on the far side. It was a lovely ball cut straight through the heart of the Worcester defence. Another ball to the back post from Tonks. She really looks the dangerous player out there for Southampton. That ball flashed across the face of goal. There was a player at the back post who just had a little too much on it. Rogers and Watham having a tactical discussion here on the near side, and you love to see it. They're really trying to create an opportunity. Walklett drives inside and her shot goes wide. It's an element of the game that you love to see, don't you? It's almost that point guard role in basketball where the player, as they move up the court, starts organising the attack that they want to set. There they wanted to do a target flank. The flanker opted to make a direct run and create some spaces. This time for Tonks. What a save from Walklett. This time the understanding was there between the Tonks sisters. And I say sisters, I'm not actually 100% sure. It might just be a happy coincidence, but I'm going to run with it. It's good understanding between the two. Ball fired, and this time again a three in a line. Great strike. Walklett being asked to do far more than she'd like. Worcester do well to dodge a bullet. And if you're a Worcester fan, you really would like to see them score sometime soon, just to settle the team into the game and reinforce the tactical decisions that they've made. Wathan playing very deep in that fixer role. She's trying to provide cover, but arguably could step forward to be a little more positive and aggressive with her support. Because here now she's in shooting range. And that's where you want to see Amy Wathan shooting the ball from. It's a Worcester corner. Walcott makes the run. Step over, 3 in a line. She's got Rogers on this near side. Ball fizzed into the back post. The run just wasn't there. It is asking a lot out of Walcott, the goalkeeper. Here's Tonks. Happy to keep possession at the moment, Southampton, before they find that ball into the middle. Can't keep the ball, and it's a kick in for Worcester at half court as they send Kerry Walklett forward again. And they try to create another movement from this fly goalkeeper. Here's Wathan. Rogers. Wathan over to Walklett. One-on-one. Cuts inside. She does that so well, doesn't she, Kerry Walklett? Cuts in on her right foot. Tries to isolate her defender. It's a direct ball from Wathan. It's high-risk stuff from Fixo when you're playing fly, playing direct into your pivot, but they escape any punishment this time, and it's Southampton coming away again. Nicola Curtis linking up with Rebecca Moody. Here is Moody, goes direct, cut out by Wathan. But Curtis does well. Now it's with Tonks, lovely footwork. Kaylee Tonks showing some great technique there before Southampton give possession away. And just like that, 10.5 minutes gone here in this first half. It's Southampton 1, Worcester 0. Very even game so far, two very different tactical approaches. And that's the beauty of the sport. Lots of different ways to skin a cat, and two being shown out here today, and they're coming up very even. To be a goal throw for Elizabeth Stanley, but it's a timeout called by Southampton. Just over 9 minutes to play here in this first half. And it's coach, sorry, the name escapes me, William Wilson. Apologies, William. Coach Wilson, who feels like he's seen enough. He's been able to observe the fly goalkeeper for 10 minutes and wants to pass on those observations to his team. You can see Moody, I think it is there, giving some instructions on what they need to be aware of and how they need to deal with that defense, deal with that fly attack. Seems to be a real collaborative approach there from Southampton. Just some final instructions there for Elizabeth Stanley. Here is Stanley. She goes long, but it's cut out by Wathan. Here is Amy Wathan. Again, linking up with Rogers. And again, it's Walklett on the far side. Rogers' ball cut out, but they do well to stay high, Worcester, and win themselves the kick in on this near side, and it'll be Rogers. She's got Wathan support. We see Wathan shooting often from here. This time she opts to make a pass, and it's Grove in the pivot role. She does that so well, does Grove. Hasn't really been given the opportunity today in this tactical system. But when she can get centrally and be one-on-one, she's really effective. Here's Stanley. And this time it's high and wide from Stanley. Watham and Rogers. Again, Southampton setting that high line, just disrupting this Worcester fly attack. Now they get a chance through Walklett. Still there with Walklett. Great ball to the back post. Had a lot on it, and just too much for Grove to bring down. It was about shin height, which is never pleasant. But I think that movement we just saw from Worcester is probably one that we'll see a little more often. Southampton quite happy to deal with the traditional fly goalkeeper setup where they're just trying to play the ball around the outside. But once Worcester occupy the middle of the court, it becomes a little more difficult. They can then be punished. They can then punish Southampton for setting such a high line. One to watch as Moody looking to pull the strings again. Here's Tonks looking for the back post. Watham there as always. Here's Rogers. Pass is a little miss off the mark. It's Tonks. Moody. Southampton again, keeping the ball. Get into this sort of stalemate position where Worcester are happy to let Southampton have the ball in front of them. And they win it back this time and they get Walklett over halfway. And here she is on the ball. This is Watham. Now a nice little movement, bit of space. I see Watham just step a little higher there. They've gained the advantage. This fly goalkeeper, they're trying to create shooting opportunities within shooting range, and that time they did break the line. They were in that final third, but when they played deep out to Watham, it just relieved that pressure. Misunderstanding here, and now Southampton have an opportunity. Southampton still committing numbers forward. Chance here for Tonks. Goal! This time it's Rebecca Tonks. It was Kaylee Tonks who scored the first one. And this time it's Rebecca Tonks who's pressed the ball high really well. She's had Nicola Curtis there in support. And just like the Kaylee Tonks finish, it's a toe poke past the fly goalkeeper. And Southampton find themselves 2 goals up with 6 minutes 20 to play here in this first half. So not quite going to plan so far for Worcester. You have to say they were probably the favoured team coming into this match. They're playing quite a different tactical match today as it falls again for Southampton. They almost go again. Shot there just gone wide from Molly Sumner. This is the rescue run when you play fly. The margins of error are minuscule. Here's Watham again. Walklett, one-on-one. Tracks 2 players. There's got to be space somewhere. They find it, but the quality's just lacking. Here's Walklett. Does really well. Does Kerry Walklett. There's a lovely little cannon to beat her defender. And the ball, she found the ball on her left foot, but it was dealt with easily by Stanley. Here come Worcester again. This is Walklett. There's Watham. Again, it's long range from Watham. And she does what she's done all season. strikes the ball from distance and finds the back of the net. Brilliant strike there from Amy Watham. It's not plan A by any stretch from Worcester. She's shooting from, she receives it on halfway, Amy Watham, and it's just bodies in the way of Elizabeth Stanley. Makes it a little more difficult to deal with, and Amy Watham, when she hits it, it stays hit. Just what Worcester needed to get back into this game. They almost went a third goal down, and they've gone up the other end and peeled one back, and now with 4.5 minutes to play in this first half, it's Southampton 2, Worcester 1, and momentum with Worcester. Another chance, still there for Worcester. Hallsworth being hassled. Have to be careful here, Worcester. Laura Dodwell on the court now for Worcester as well. She's done really well since she's been on. Just composure here on this near side. Here is Dodwell. Links up with the goal scorer, Watham, who finds Walklett. Walklett again looking to cut inside. You love to see it. She's just trying to isolate her defender out there. This is the risk they run though. Dodged a bullet this time, and what a strike! Great save from Elizabeth Stanley, but it was an amazing strike there from Sammy Hallsworth. She caught all of it. It was a reflex save from Stanley. Here's Watham 1-on-1, has to be careful. It's cut out, chance here for Southampton, but Worcester win the ball. Stanley goes direct. Not happy with the player in front of her. I think there was a little bit of friendly banter between Stanley and the defending Worcester player. Well appreciated on the far side by the Southampton bench. Tussle for the ball, and it comes out with Walklett. And she does the right thing and plays it back to Watham, who is temporarily occupying the goal. Dodwell, cross-court pass. There's Dodwell again, and a bit of space. Chance, still there for Worcester. Still not cleared from Southampton. There was a little fight for the ball, and the call went the way of Southampton and the Tonks sisters. Here is Tonks. Goes direct, and lovely layoff, not intended, but I'll call it. It was a great ball, direct, over the top from Rebecca Tonks, found Kaylee Tonks, who linked up with Curtis fortuitously. 2 minutes 42 to play in the first half. Moody with a strike, and it wasn't far away. I'm not sure Kerry Walklett quite had the length in the fingertips to get to that one if it was on target. Here comes Watham, looking to launch another attack through Walklett. Just trying to break that first line, and they do through Dodwell. Dodwell doing really well at the moment to receive the ball beyond that highest defender, what we call breaking the line. But she's given up possession here. Southampton had an opportunity, but it was snuffed out and dealt with by Watham. Here's Tonks. She's got Moody in support, and she uses her. Draws two defenders and finds Tonks, who links up with Tonks. And it's a kick in on the near side. Kaylee Tonks to take the kick in. Plays to Rebecca Tonks. Here's Moody. Overload. Chance here for Tonks. Opts for the pass to the back post. It was 50-50 probably there, whether she should shoot or try to find Curtis at the back post. She opted for the pass and it was cut out. Still an opportunity here for Southampton with 1:40 to play in the first half. Here's Tonks in a lot of space. Still there for Tonks. Now it's with Moody. Finds Tonks, who lays it off to Tonks. This is Moody. Save from Walcliffe. She has to be brave, and she is. And again, Walcliffe. Yeah, I mean, she would have known what she was signing up for, or being forced to do, but she's probably doing more work than she would have liked. Watham again and going long. Chance here for Stanley. Stanley just starting to become frustrated with herself. You can see she's got the technique and ability to punish Southampton, but just hasn't found the target yet. Worcester riding their luck a little bit. You can see the risk that Watham takes when she shoots from distance. When it's good, it's really good. But if it's not 100% accurate, then she opens the back door for a long-range shot. This time it's Worcester calling a timeout with just under a minute to play. Chance for Luciana to just quickly jump in and see if she can work something, I would imagine, to try to get equal before half-time. Maybe she's just trying to solve a defensive problem. There's a timer for the end of the timeout. It's just a minute that teams get. Both coaches get 1 timeout per half. Really nice characteristic of the game. As a coach, so many opportunities to influence the game. Not that it's all about the coaches, but it really does add a massive tactical element. It's an opportunity to completely change players, formations, systems, kill momentum. So much opportunity to influence the game as a coach, which is why they're so important in our game. This is Watham with 50 seconds on the clock. Trying to occupy, maybe players trying to occupy the middle of the court. Watham waiting for the runs. Godwell. Pass is cut out. One change I can see there from Worcester is after the timeout is they're trying to get someone to come into the middle and disrupt that defence. And that's what Watham's waiting for, that trigger. But it's too easy at the moment for Southampton because the ball's not really in any dangerous area, although they're starting to come forward now and pressure's relieved again. It's 3 seconds on the clock. She'll have a shot. And that'll be it for the first half here in Derby. An unconventional first half with Worcester without a recognised goalkeeper, throwing the shirt to Kerry Walcliffe, who's had to play fly goalkeeper the whole first half. Southampton took the lead. They were up 2-0, but Worcester have managed to peel one back. And let's have a look at the goals from the first half. First one did come from just a little mistake. What would usually be a normal mistake, but just punished without a goalkeeper for Worcester. And then the second goal came from pressure high up the court. Southampton lost the ball, but they were already high, so it was Curtis and Tonks who stayed high. They won the ball and they punished Worcester. That was the second goal that gave them the 2-goal lead. And at that stage, Worcester was starting to get a little bit worried. And so Watham thought it was about time she launched one of her cannons. You can see there she's very deep, receiving on halfway, shooting from distance, but finding the back of the net, and what a strike from Amy Watham. So those were the goals from the first half. As it stands, Southampton 2, Worcester 1. Make sure you join us back here in just over 10 minutes for the second half. Don't go anywhere.
thought we were going to be without pictures. You know, it's operate cameras. Yeah, so did we. You see, I'd look at the...
Welcome back to the second half. Here in Derby, it's Southampton in the green leading, Worcester in the white, 2-1. If you're just joining us, I'll fill you in. Worcester do not have a recognised goalkeeper on their side today, as Walcliffe fires one into the back post. So Coach Luciano has set them up in fly goalkeeper for the whole match, with mixed results in the first half. Southampton had 2 good opportunities and they took them both, as Watham's shot just slides to the near post. And Southampton were leading 2-0 before. It was Amy Watham whose long-range strike beat Stanley in goal. Here she is again, Watham finding Walcliffe, who lovely cut in. I was talking about it in the first half. Walcliffe's ability, what she does so well is she keeps the width of the court, stays really wide, draws the defender out, and then her first touch inside makes the most of that space she's created. We look to see it again. Here's Watham finding Walcliffe. Just keeping the defender in 2 minds. Dangerous for Worcester as Southampton almost come away with it, but it's lovely footwork from Worcester to secure possession. Chance here for Rogers. Save from Stanley and she rolls Tonks. Tries to link up with Tonks. And just speaking of Walcliffe, it was Walcliffe who was wearing the fly goalkeeper shirt in the first half, but that's been changed. It's now Fionn James in the number 11, and Walcliffe's back in her outfield, or out court shirt. Here's Watham, and here is Walcliffe breaking the line. Chance here for Walcliffe. She's done well again to cut inside. Southampton break. Grove back in that familiar pivot position. They've given the ball away, Worcester. Great vision to the back post. It was Moody who went route 1. She saw the run of Curtis. It was great vision there from Moody. Curtis did well to get onto it. Just couldn't quite guide it on goal. And now it's Worcester again. Watham pulling the strings from that fixer position, as she has done all match and all season for Worcester. James. Watham again with a long range shot. Forces the save from Stanley. And again I say it's not plan A from Worcester, but when you've got the shooting prowess of Amy Watham at fixo, then why not? Dinked ball just about cut out from Tonks. Oh, lovely from Walcliffe. A little fake shot. Doesn't quite create enough space. She had Tonks defending her. A really active defender is Kaylee Tonks. Really mobile on the court. Covers a lot of ground. She is the target this time. Can't quite lay it off to Rebecca Tonks. This is Watham linking up with James. They're joined out there by Rogers and Grove. Really strong 5 out there at the moment for Worcester. So too with Southampton, with Kaylee and Rebecca Tonks, Moody and Curtis, and Stanley in goal. Here's Watham. Now she's in shooting range. Nice little roll and toe from Holly Rogers, but it's wide at the near post. Here's Moody. Worcester sitting in half court. Happy to let Southampton have the ball in their own half. Tonks plays and cuts. Receives the ball back, just occupied the middle of the court well there, Tonks. Trying to create half a yard to get a shot off, but it's dealt with well by Amy Watham. Watham really been a linchpin in that fixo position for Worcester. Her and Walklett so far played every minute of the match, and you get the feeling it's probably not going to change. Lovely ball to the back post. Well taken by Curtis. Great timing of her run. It's a good futsal goal. It's a simple movement, but very effective. Just a little touch, ball to the back post by Tonks, and Curtis timed to run superbly to arrive in front of her defender. And Southampton regained their 2-goal advantage. Here's Walklett trying to make something happen. Wonder if it's going to be that player, Gary Walklett, who gets Worcester back into this game, although Grove with a well-timed movement to the top of the D. Difficult angle. Gets the direction right, but just too high this time. And now Southampton. Looking to break down this half-court defence from Worcester. There's a direct ball from Tonks over the top. Well, just the start that William Wilson would have wanted for Southampton. First to strike, and a 2-goal advantage, and right now Southampton Aztecs are in the box seat. Long range shot from Walklett, it's blocked. She wins it back though, does Walklett, and wins her team the corner. What a battle that is here on the near side. Kerry Walklett coming up against Tonks, who's defending like an absolute champion. Well worked move there on the near side from Worcester. Shouts for something, I'm not sure what. Still there with Worcester. Watham long range, falls to Walklett. Toe poke. Stanley does well to save that one with her feet. It's a little untidy from both teams as they wrestle for possession. Deflection off the Worcester player. Lands the ball with a Becca Moody kick in from deep in her own half. Though again, Worcester happy to let them have possession. Just trying to deny them space in their own half. Forcing them to be direct. They are direct, but they're successful this time. Southampton. Well, it's a bit disheartening for Worcester there. You're asking them to play the $1 million ball and then they play it and it's successful. Great little movement inside. Moody just drifted inside and created half a yard for a shot, although it was blocked. It's still there for Southampton. Kelly Tonks with the corner. Ball just goes out of play. And it's James who gets us underway. This is Watham. Walklett again breaking that line. Every time she's receiving the ball, she's beyond her defender. This time they try to go through the middle. There's space out on the near side for Walklet if they can get the ball to her. Not being marked. There she goes, cutting inside. You could just feel that was coming a mile away. Walklet was just lining that up. Almost second nature for her there. Knows the triggers so well. Receiving it wide. Fake shot, cut inside. This time she tries to link up with Grove on the near side, and it knows how to play it. Stanley to restart play from a goal throw. Kaylee Tonks plays direct, one-touch futsal, nice little pull push. Links up with Moody, does Becca Tonks. Here is Tonks. She's got two options, and again a nice little show and lay off. It's good to watch here from Southampton Aztecs. Catherine Heath, some lovely interplay there in that sort of pivot role. She's arriving in the middle of the court. The timing's outstanding. Just a little one-touch layoff, upsetting that Worcester defence. It's what they're trying to avoid, Worcester. They don't want them to play through them. And at the moment, Catherine Harris is just picking them off. Here's Tonks. Worcester win the ball back. Here's Walklet. She's got three players ahead of her. Just runs into too much traffic, and now it's with Tonks, who links up with... It's a fight for the ball in the D. It's not cleared yet. It was good interplay by Rebecca and Kaylee Tonks. A connection you would assume they've spent a lifetime building. Long range from Stanley, it's on target. And James has been forced into action. Stanley's loving every minute of that. Again, Rebecca and Kaylee Tonks linking up. It's good to sit, good to watch. Here's Moody. Tonks. Back to Moody. Southampton in the ascendancy at the moment. Happy to just keep possession anywhere on the court. As long as they have the ball, not Worcester, they're happy at the moment. Great little play from Harris. Great save from James. But what build-up play there from Southampton. And again, it was Catherine Harris just with the vision to arrive at the right time, and then first touch layoff. She's causing all sorts of problems for Worcester out there at the moment. And Worcester do make some subs. Laura Dodwell back on the court on this near side. Here's Grove. Grove goes direct, chance for Stanley. Shots wide. James now to Watham, and Southampton very happy to sit in their own half. 10.5 minutes to play. Here's Grove. That first half of the second half has just raced on by, as I said earlier in the match. When a team goes fly goalkeeper, you got to keep an eye on that clock because it just gets away on you. Here's Dodwell. Space just opened up there for Dodwell. Usually we see Walklet there in that position, but she has earned herself a rest, and it's Dodwell there trying to get the shot off. Here's Watham. Cutout ball. Watham again. Hallsworth on in the middle of the court there now. Long range from Watham, and it's wide. Stanley goes long looking for Harris. It's cut out by Watham. 9 minutes 43 to play here in Derby. Harris. Sorry. Tonks. Moody. Now it's with Harris. That time she probably could have had a touch. slowed the game down a little bit. Now it's back with Worcester as they get James forward. She's forced into action as the pass was fired across to Rogers. She did well to keep the ball in play. Now they're in controlled possession. This is Watham. Hallsworth. Again from Hallsworth, just probably a little too much gravy on the last two passes. James goes over the top to Hallsworth, who shows desire to keep possession, but only temporarily as Worcester give away the ball, and it's Southampton again in possession. Unfortunately for Worcester, they just haven't created enough clear-cut chances today. They've had the numerical advantage. They've kept possession pretty well, but just haven't been able to create those opportunities they needed. There's still 8.5 minutes to play, a long time in futsal. Here's Watham. Now it's with James. Dodwell here on the near side. Back with James. Dodwell makes the cut run. Here's Rogers. Worcester just looking for an opportunity to play through. Just not opening up, and it's Southampton who come away. And all of the time, the clock just keeps on ticking for Worcester. That'll be a timeout called by Southampton, and a chance for all of us to catch our breath here in Derby. 12 minutes gone in the second half. Southampton, the team to score in the second half, so currently lead 3-1. And I think all the work really to be done by Worcester at the moment. If things carry on the way they are, they don't really look like they're going to break through the Southampton defence, so maybe an opportunity for the Worcester side to reassess some tactics. How can they take on a bit more risk to try and gain that reward they need? That's really what the equation is. As time runs away, going to have to start taking some risk to force chances out of nothing. Have to give a lot of credit to the Southampton side. They've looked an absolute unit out there today. Wilson must be very pleased with how his players are performing, both with and without the ball. But he will know that the job's not over. 8 minutes to play. We'll restart with Tonks here on the near side. This is Moody. Still possession with Southampton. Although the pass to Heath just rolls out of play. Here's Watham. Middle's opened up there for Grove, who's back on the court. Walk clip 2. Dodwell. Turn from Dodwell. She's double teamed on this near side. And the ball's just given up a little too cheaply there for Southampton. And it'll be a Worcester kick in. Southampton looking like they are just happy to absorb the pressure. Their defensive line has dropped even deeper since that timeout, which means Worcester are going to get a lot of possession. Can they use that possession to create some chances? Here's Watham with a long range shot. Falls to Tonks. Chance if she can. Actually, there wasn't a chance there because James has fallen back into goal. A little late to observe that, but I wonder if it's a slight tactical change from Worcester, and it does look like that. It looks like they've gone back to what they know. So just to confirm, it looks like Worcester aren't using their fly goalkeeper in possession at the moment. Sort of the opposite to what we're used to seeing, a team playing with 4v4 for most of the match and then utilising fly for the last 6. Well, they've used fly for the whole match and now they're going traditional for the last 6. And I think Luciano was probably in agreement that they weren't getting any joy with their fly keeper, you know, and they have had joy this season just playing, doing what they do well, using Grove in their pivot role. And straight away, Grove back in the game, and I think if Worcester are to get back in this, you're going to see Grove come more and more into this match. She's so effective in that pivot role. And now, without being trapped in the corner, she's got the freedom to get back into the game. Watham looks for Grove at the back post, but it's blocked by Moody. Spirited defending here from Southampton, and it's high fives all round. Here's Watham. Flick over the top. There's a little misunderstanding. Grove had come to the ball. 5 minutes to play. Southampton 3, Worcester 1. Kaylee and Rebecca Tonks linking up again. Great touch from Curtis. And great ball to the back post. And Heath just about puts the icing on what would have been a delicious cake. What a build-up play there from Southampton. It was total futsal, really. Fired into the back post, and Heath caught it, guided it on target, but it's come off the woodwork. Now it's Worcester with another chance down the other end. Still there for Worcester. Dodwell. Links up with Watham. Laura Dodwell again, being double teamed. Four minutes to play. Heath looks direct for Tonks, who's in a battle for the ball. And Laura Dodwell comes out on top. Time ticking away here for Worcester. 2 goals down. Here's Grove. Did open up the option to shoot, but didn't take it. Finds Walklet. Can Walklet shoot? Brilliant defending here from Southampton. They've shown great desire and strike from Worcester just over the top. This Southampton team been impressed with the togetherness they've showed throughout the season, and it's really carrying them here at the moment. Lots of activity from the bench. Everyone throwing bodies in front of balls to stop the ball going into the back of the net. Now it's a good strike from Tonks, just wide. You just wonder if that one was on target, if it was a little too much to ask from the fly goalkeeper James. But it went wide. Just over 3 minutes to play. Now they do go back into fly. Here's Walklet. Ball with James. Saved from Stanley. And it's just gone wide from Stanley. Great awareness from Watham. Feel like she probably could have got a piece of that, but just felt she knew it was going wide. Here's Walklett. Suffocated by Tonks. And with 2 minutes and 39 seconds on the clock, Worcester have called a timeout. And it really is now or never time for Worcester. You can see through that last phase, they were mixing up how they were attacking. So it'll be interesting to see what they decide they're going to use for these last 2.5 minutes. The tactics board is out. There's a definite plan. But it really is all or nothing now. I'm just looking over to the Southampton bench and the whole team's up on their feet. Lots of input from lots of different people. Lots of clapping and high fives. They look spirited to the Southampton side, whereas Worcester look determined. If they could just get a goal here, Worcester get the feeling they're that sort of team. They get one, they get their tails up. Southampton would love to keep it at 3-1. Here's James, cut out by Tonks. She's been absolutely outstanding defensively today, Tonks. We know the threat that she offers in possession, but today she's been asked to do a job without the ball and she's stood up. Well, time challenge from Moody. Crucial challenge there from Moody. And it looks like they will continue with the fly goalkeeper Worcester for the last 2 minutes. Walklett again, one-on-one. Latham very deep. Clock keeps ticking. Going to have to be a little more direct at some point. We know the cliche of fly is to be patient, wait for the opportunity. But when you're 2 goals down, the other thing you've got to balance is the clock. Set it up. Set up a shot and try and get back in this game.